What's up, YouTube? Hope y'all can hear me. But story time, and it got a little bit to do with these gas prices and the heat. A little bit to do with both of them. So I'm gonna tell y'all. So, first of all, my husband, well, we have two vehicles. We have a Dodge Ram and we have a Charger. So the Dodge Ram truck does not have air. Don't ask me why it doesn't have air. I don't know. We've been trying to get it fixed for the longest. Everybody act like they can't fix it. So the Charger is actually my husband's car. I say that because he paid an over with his both rights. But the truck is actually mine. But so he ended up going to his hometown to visit that before yesterday, and he just so happens to drive his car. I usually drive the car every day, and he drive that hot truck. Lord Jesus, I just be praying for him because it's so hot. Oh my God, it's so hot. I'm in the South and it's so hot, and he be in that hot truck. I just be praying for him. That's all I can say. But anyway, so he decides, he was like, baby, I'm gonna drive. You know, I had got out of work, and he was like, baby, I'm gonna drive a car to my hometown, you know, go visit my family. I was like, okay, cool, you know. So by the time he left, you know, I didn't want to tell him I wanted to go to the track, because if I hadn't told him I wanted to go to the track, he would have been like, well, I'll drive the truck. No, it ain't no problem. But I was like, no, you go ahead on, you know, drive the car. You know, I didn't tell him I wanted to go to the track. So when he left, I was like, dang, I want to go walk the track today. So I was in there. My daughter's car was outside, and I was like, dang, I could drive my car. So I went to her and I was like, I want to drive your car to the track. And she was like, yeah. She was like, but it don't have no gas. I was like, it ain't got no gas. She was like, but it got enough to make it to the park and back. I was like, okay, cool. So by the time I went outside, I was like, I said, Maya, no, I don't want to drive your car. I came back in. I was like, I don't want to drive your car because I don't feel like stopping by the gas station. She was like, you're good, you'll make it. She was like, go ahead on the drive. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I gets in this girl car. The gas hand so far past E. I'm talking about I ain't never seen no car that didn't have no gas like that. I'm talking about the gas hand was like this E. And this the gas hand. I don't even know how it went down that far. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, let me just go and drive. But I'm not going to risk going to the park. I was like, I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna go to the gas station and go and get some gas first. I'm like, let me get some gas. Got to the gas station. I drove up. Got straight on pump one, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put $10 in here because I feel like she played me. She knew it wasn't enough gas, and she know how I am when it comes to that. So she knew I was gonna stop putting some gas in her car. So like, you know what? I'm gonna put $10 in here, knowing that wasn't gonna do nothing, but it was gonna get me to where I need to go and back home. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put $10 in here. You know, she think I'm finna put $30 in her again. I'm finna put $10 in here. So I had put $10 in the tank. Well, no, I went in the store to pay for the $10. And so she took my money, and then the lady said, oh, she's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, what? She was like, pump 1 doesn't work. She's like, you gotta move to pump 8. I was like, well, it's fine, no problem. I said, just change my $10 to pump 8. Yeah. I get in this car. Here I go. I'm getting ready to move to pump 8. Well, push the button. Yeah, I done ran out of gas on pump 1. No gas. So at this point, I'm so confused because if you really know me as a person, like personally, I was just sitting there like confused, like what do I do now? Like my husband always in Browns. I don't want to call my daddy to come bring, gas to the gas station. That's just trifling. And then I was so mad at my daughter, like, you set me up then I was just sitting there like, okay. So I went back in the gas station. I was like, hey, do you got like a gas jug? She was like, yeah, hold on. I was like, because I ran out of gas. She was like, oh my God. So she went in there to look for a gas jug. She couldn't find one. So then she was like, she's like, I'm so sorry, I can't find a gas jug. I was like, that's fine. So then after that, I went outside and I was just like, kind of like, what do I do? Like, I ain't got no gas. I need to go to pump 8, and I'm just sitting here like I don't know what to do. So it was like a liquor store next door, and I seen this guy pull up in the truck. So I'm like, hey, you got a gas jug in your truck? He was like, no. So I'm just sitting there like, oh my God. I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. So just so happened it was these 2 guys in the car beside me. And I could tell these guys weren't from around here. It was 2 white guys. And I could tell they weren't from around where I was from because, for one, I could tell by the way they walk. I could tell by the way they dress. They weren't from there. So I'm like, they ain't from here, So I was like, they might help me. So I'm just sitting in the car just looking dumb, hot, don't know what to do. Just confused, like, finna get ready to go and call people. But I'm like, dang, I don't want to call nobody. I don't want to wear nobody to give me some gas to put in a gas jug just so I can go to pump 8, and I'm already here. Like, that's I just didn't want to disturb nobody for that. So, just so happened, the 2 white guys got out. They was like, hey, we can push you to pump 8. I was like, really? So, mind you, I've never rode in a car where they push you somewhere and you just steer. So I put the car in drive and they push me. Here I'm just pulling the steering wheel like this. So I'm pulling and I'm turning. And then I turned over to pump 8. And they said, oh, I keep rolling. I'm like, why is the car still going? Y'all, I'm still rolling. And I'm just like, it didn't even dawn on me to push the brakes because here I am, I'm so slow. I'm like, is the brakes not working? Like, I was just so confused. I didn't know what to do. Like, why am I still rolling? So, just so happened, they caught the car and it was like, they stopped it. They stopped the car. So then, they was like, put it in reverse. So I put the car in reverse. And they like pushed me back to the gas pump. But they pushed me real slow. And then they like let go of the car like that. So then I ended up stopping right there in front of the gas pump. I only put $10 in there. When I tell you that $10 didn't do nothing to that tank, nothing. I was scared to move after that. But I went to the track. But when I got back from the track, because the gas light never did even go off. That's how much not gas she didn't have in her car. So when I got back from the track, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go and put another $10 in. Put another $10 in, and it finally moved past E. Yeah. I don't understand how she was riding around like that and didn't run out before. Like, that was just so confusing to me. I just for the like, I don't know. But y'all, keep y'all tanks full if you can. If not full, at least half. At least half full. Be sure to keep plenty of water in your car. I don't care where you're going. You just never know what may happen. Anytime you leave that house, get you a cup of ice water. I don't know what this is around here. Anyway, anytime you leave that house, get you a cup of ice water and take with you. Not only a cup of ice water, get you some bottled waters as well. Not only that, like I said, keep gas in your car. Make sure you stay hydrated because what if you get somewhere and run out of gas? Get you a gas jug. Keep a gas jug in your trunk. Please don't be like me and don't have no gas jug. Keep your gas jug in your trunk. Keep your ice cold cup of water. Keep you some couple of bottled waters in the car. Keep gas in your car. Make sure your tires are good. I was riding around on a little tire for like a month. Some just said, Ashley, go get a tire. What if you driving back and forth from Memphis and you bush your tire blow? Then here I go again, hot, tire blown. Don't want to call nobody because I hate asking people for anything. So it's just like, So that's just a little advice for y'all. And I just want to give y'all that story time of what happened. I still have some really good news coming up next week that I am going to share with y'all. I ain't forgot about y'all. I have not forgot. But y'all stay safe out there in the heat. Continue to pray because God is still in control in spite of everything that we have going on. That man still run this thing. Just know he's sitting back allowing certain things to happen because you gotta learn on your own. So yeah. I hope y'all have a marvelous day and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.